Hi, everybody. My name is Executor, and tonight we are going to start chapter 1 of Mike Myers' Network Plus book. We're going to be studying chapter 1 today for the exam. So, just a quick review to make sure that we are good to go on this chapter. We can move on to chapter 2. So, I hope you guys have this book. If not, please try your best to see if you can, you can get yourself one. It's a really good one. I have searched all over, and this book was really like highly rated. So I suggest you just one of these. Just get one of these if you are interested on the Network Plus certification exam, Comptia. We're gonna be studying this, and we're gonna have a whole entire, like a complete series on every single chapter in this book. So get yourself one. Let me just make sure that you guys are able to see it. It's a huge one, you can tell. But as in case you don't know, Mike Myers, he has a funny way of writing. He always adds that humor in it. So you're learning while laughing once in a while. So I really like it. I already went through the book. It was pretty easy to understand, and yes, we're gonna be going chapter by chapter. I would like to thank everyone for joining us. If you are here today, that just means you're also interested in getting either your Network Plus certification, or you're just looking for a refresher, or you're just looking for somebody whose teaching style is just different. So you can see how it is, how you absorb information, you know, through a different teaching technique. And tonight, as you can probably tell, I'm very unique. I'm different than other YouTube, expert YouTubers, and I'm just taking it very plain and simple, easy. And my focus is to really help you guys understand this book and pass your certification exam. So together, we will be working on this, and thank you for joining us, and stick around. Every tutorial is only gonna be for per chapter, so the video doesn't last forever. And yeah, let's get started. Okay. As you can see, I already have it pulled up. This is the chapter 1 review. And without further ado, let's get started. Chapter 1 is on network models. So question number 1 is, where does a hub send data? So we have option A is only to the receiving system. Option B is only to the system, to the sending system. Option C is to all the systems connected to the hub. Option D is only to the server. So in case you don't know, a hub is what most people refer as a dumb device, compared to the switch. So before the switch, we had a hub, and the hub, you it used to be connected to the router, and once it's connected to the router, and then every other client, every other host that connects to it will all receive the same information. Like once information gets to the hub, it's just automatically distributed to everybody. It's like you taking your cell phone, sending one text to, and this text is received by every single contact on your phone. So the hub used to work like that because it wasn't smart enough to identify and be like, oh, you know what? This traffic here is going to this address, so this address is the only one that should receive it. It wasn't that smart. So that's what practically a hub is. And so the right answer in this question is gonna be C. C is gonna be the right answer over here. So next question is, what uniquely identifies every NIC? So if you have done the reading, you should probably know what a NIC stands for. But in case you don't know, a NIC stands for Network Interface Configuration. a NIC, network interface configuration, and what uniquely identifies every NIC. So answer A, we have IP address. For B, we have media access control address or MAC address. And C is ISO number. D is packet ID number. So the right answer over here is a MAC address. So MAC address are unique addresses that are assigned to every NIC. And MAC addresses are 48 bits. Are 48-bit numbers, and half of it belongs to the manufacturing company, and half of it was assigned to them so that you can modify a MAC address. So it's once it's assigned, it's burned into it, and it can be reassigned. So it's like the social security number of every NIC, which is attached to every computer. So the right answer for this question is gonna be B, MAC address. And moving on, question number 3. What Windows utility do you use to find the MAC address for a system? For A, we have ipconfig/all. B, we have ipcfg/all. C, we have ping. And D, we have MAC. The right answer for this question is ipconfig/all. So this probably is a made up. It's not a real command. Ping, you use ping to check if a host is online or if a host is live, and you ping the address. So you will put an IP address right after the word ping, and to check on a host device. So ping is not the correct answer in here, and MAC definitely not. So the right answer for this question is A, ipconfig/all on Windows, because for Linux it's totally different. It's ifconfig for Linux. Now, question number 4. A MAC address is known as blank address. And we have option A, an IP. B, logical. C, physical. D, OEM. So a MAC address is known as a physical address. The right answer is C. A MAC address is known as a physical address. Now, for question number 5, a NIC sends data in discrete chunks called blank. For option A, we have segments. For B, we have sections. For C, we have frames. And for D, we have layers. The right answer in this question is a NIC sends data in discrete chunks called frames. The right answer is C, frames. Moving on. Question number 6. Which MAC address begins a frame? So option A, the receiving system. B, the sending system. C, the network. D, and router. The correct answer in this question would be A, the receiving NIC. The MAC address that begins a frame is always the receiving system's MAC address. Moving on. 7. A frame ends with a special bit called the frame check sequence. What does the FCS do? So, option A, we have cycles data across the network. B, verifies that the MAC addresses are correct. C, verifies that data arrived correctly. D, verifies that the IP address is correct. The right answer in this question would be, so let me read it again. A frame ends with a special bit called the frame check sequence. What does the FCS do? So the right answer is going to be C. It verifies that the data arrived correctly. Moving on. We're almost there, guys. Question number 8. Which of the following is an example of a MAC address? Remember when I said it was a 48-bit digits? And 48, that means you have 6 hexadecimal numbers. So you quickly have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 hexadecimal digits over here, hexadecimal numbers over here. So 6 times 8 is 48. So 48-bit. So this is the correct example of a MAC address. It's 48-bit, and you always have to count 6 hexadecimal numbers. Moving on. 9. Which layer of a TCP/IP model controls the segmentation and reassembly of data? Application, presentation, session, transport. Correct answer here is going to be transport layer. Number 10, yay, last one. Which layer of the OSI 7-layer model keeps track of a system's connections to send the right response to the right computer? A, we have application layer. B, we have presentation layer. C, we have session layer. And D, we have transportation layer. The correct answer for this question would be session. So it's easy to remember this, right? Session, connection. So if you want a session, you connect. Once you're connected, you have a session. So whenever you run into this question during your Comptia exam, you just have to make the connections. Make the connections in your head. As soon as you see, sessions and connection will always go together. So if you keep it that way, with care, you will always get it right. And that's it for today's review. That was chapter 1. So I suggest again, do your best, do the reading of chapter 1, and only focus on remembering these questions. Remember and understand the meaning of these questions, understand the answers, don't just memorize them, and you are done with chapter 1. This is all you need to know for chapter 1. There's a lot more details that are very important for the exam, and that's why Mike Myers thought that these 10 questions are the ones, the must know for chapter 1 of this book, of his book. So thank you very much, and that will be all for today. I wouldn't want to take this video, I wouldn't want to make this video long. We just want to keep it short, sweet and short. And please keep reviewing chapter 1. Keep reviewing these questions. Write them down if you have to, and read it once in a blue moon, just so it remains fresh in your memory, okay? And that will be it. The next time, our next study session will be in chapter 2, okay? And I already have it ready, and we will just get started with it when the time comes, okay? In our next video. Thank you, everyone, and wish you a very good evening, and thank you for joining me. Please like and share my tutorials if you like them. Good luck with your studying, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.